Good afternoon. It is our honor to serve Spartanburg, bringing back the Burg. And I emphasize safely bringing back the Burg. It is my privilege to work with the Chamber, Alan Smith, CEO, and also I am co-chairing with David Britt, the task force. David is Vice President and General Manager of the South Carolina Division of Tyndall Corporation. I am President of the J.W. Woodward Funeral Home. This is our second pandemic we've dealt with. We're 104 years old, and when we opened in 1916, shortly after the Spanish flu pandemic. However, I was not present to be on the task force at that time. We would like to emphasize that we have convened a diverse group of professionals to deal with the issues of bringing back the Burg. And the emphasis is on safety, safely bringing back the Burg, educating, providing the resources, and providing the leadership to bring Spartanburg back open, but safely bringing Spartanburg open. We would like to share information from professionals who are working with this effort.
I want to thank Kay. I appreciate her co-chairing this committee with me. And as Kay said, we were very bullish about bringing back business to Spartanburg. But not only to where we are now, there's a reason for that, but where we were back in February. And just to kind of give you a record of where we were, number one, we had record levels of unemployment in Spartanburg County, and it was actually under 2%. We led the upstate by far in investment and job creations and industrial investments. Number three, 24% of every dollar invested in South Carolina over the past 5 years came from Spartanburg in both new and expansions in industry and business. We were number one in South Carolina in hotel growth. We led the nation, actually we were number 4 in the nation, we led the South in investments in economic investments and sustainability. We had record levels of investment for tourism. We had over $300 million invested in Spartanburg County just in tourism last year. We were number 1 in South Carolina in hotel growth. And 1 in 4 businesses in downtown Spartanburg were not even there 36 months ago. They've all been created. So we had great things going on. And that's not to say that we don't acknowledge the current challenge, which is really why we built this task force. We're also very intentional in this task force, which represents about 30 individuals across the county. We're very intentional about the makeup. It represents both geographic, economic, racial diversity, and really covers the entire county. And that's why we operate Spartanburg, and that's how we operate Spartanburg, and this task force embodies this one Spartanburg approach and mentality. The purpose of this effort is to guide and advise businesses and elected officials through the process of reviving Spartanburg's economy as quickly and as safely as possible, as Kay said. And our goals are as follows. We develop a plan, identify key performance indicators to measure progress and set short, mid, and long-term benchmarks. Establish a business recovery fund, which we've done, to develop grant loan criteria and to measure its impact. Research best practices and policies to revive the economy and partner with appropriate entities to implement, proceed with the understanding that the public health situation is fluid and businesslike and really is nimble in our strategies, and explore opportunities for structural and systemic change exposed by the crisis and to improve the community's overall business environment. And I'm happy to report that the task force has already honed in on several data-based measurements for success: the H-tax, the accommodations tax, sales tax, occupancy rates, unemployment, wages, downtown pedestrian traffic, and airport passengers, just to name a few. We will monitor our community's economic vitals weekly and if not daily over the course of the next few months. As Kay and I both mentioned, safety is our number one priority, which is why we're so delighted to have Dr. Chris Lombardozzi with us today. Just a second, I'd like to turn it over to Chris to speak about the health aspects of what we're trying to do. But first, I'd like to recognize all the brave healthcare professionals at Spartanburg Regional Healthcare System and what they've done for us in these last 3 months and will continue to do for us in these next few months coming. Well, Dr. Lombardozzi, would you come up and bring us up to speed on where we are from a health standpoint?
Thank you, David, and thank you, everyone, for being here. Good afternoon. On behalf of Spartanburg Regional Healthcare System, I'd like to thank all of the Spartanburg area businesses, the community, all the employees for your support and help over the last 3 months. Without you and your sacrifices, we could not have done what we've done. And we've managed to safely take care of our community very well. We have been fortunate in that. But again, thank you all very much for what you have done. We really, really appreciate the support that you've given us. As businesses reopen, it's important that we remind ourselves that with some common sense measures, we can help protect our employees and customers. Safe businesses will be successful businesses. We're proud to partner with the Chamber and local businesses in demonstrating our commitment to combating COVID-19. Simpler measures remain the most effective. Screen your team members. Many of you are already doing this in your businesses. You've certainly heard about this on the local media. Employees should be encouraged not to come to work if they're ill. Have them call their doctor, use telemedicine service, but we should be cognizant of the fact that if people are ill, we do not want them coming to work. Wear face masks. There's a variety of different kinds, and for those of you who are on the other side of the cameras and can't see, everyone who is behind the camera right now has a mask of some sort and is distancing themselves by at least 6 feet. Those are some of the measures that are going to keep us safe. Wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer. These simple little bottles, these masks, and that distance are some of the most effective measures that we have in combating coronavirus. Avoid touching your face. That's a little bit easier when you're wearing one of these masks. Those of you who've been doing it for a while, you've probably already recognized how often we want to touch our face, and it's a lot more difficult to do. You're a lot more aware of it when you've got a mask on. Why is that important? Because the most important aspect of this virus in terms of contracting it is that it comes through the mucous membranes of your eyes, your mouth, and your nose. So if you've got virus on your hands and then you touch your face, now you've allowed it to enter into your body. So mask, hand sanitizers, 6 feet apart. And then lastly, let's do a good job of disinfecting common areas, highly utilized spaces, and let's provide a great, safe, clean environment for everyone. Provide some space, just like we have here. If you can do that, try to maintain that 6-foot distancing. If you can't, make sure that you adhere to these other principles. The risk of COVID-19 is real, and it will continue to be with us for quite some time. You may hear in the media stories of of cures or of medicines or of a variety of other things. None of that is proven yet, and it will more than likely be quite some time. So to be successful, we have to stick to these common but effective measures. If we do that, we're going to have a great environment for business. We're going to have a great environment for our community. Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce Alan Smith, who will be providing a few more details on our commitment to combating COVID-19. Alan?
Thank you, Dr. Lombardozzi. And also, I want to speak on behalf of a grateful community. While all of us have done what we needed to do to eliminate exposure, the professionals at Spartanburg Regional Healthcare System have run to it every single day to serve our community and its citizens, and we are incredibly grateful. I'm also thankful to David Britt and Kay Woodward for providing leadership to this vitally important task force and this critically important effort as we move forward. Dr. Lombardozzi mentioned our partnership with Spartanburg Regional Healthcare System, and we are calling it our commitment to combating COVID-19. We know this. We know that consumer behavior accounts for 70 to 80% of our nation's overall economy, and that consumer behavior has drastically changed over the last 10 weeks. And we know that the businesses that are the safest and the businesses that offer the cleanest environments will be most successful. They will be successful with their clients, their customers, their guests, and their employees. Above all else, committing to protect those groups is the right thing to do. So that is exactly why we are honored to partner with Spartanburg Regional Healthcare System and our local business community and commit to combating COVID-19 together. Our partnership with Spartanburg Regional Healthcare System gives the commitment credibility and provides a heightened degree of assurance for business patrons and employees. And so if you would like to join the Chamber and Spartanburg Regional Healthcare System in our commitment to combat COVID-19, email us at bringingbacktheburg@spartanburgchamber.com. Again, that address is bringingbacktheburg@spartanburgchamber.com, or visit bringbacktheburg.com to sign your business or organization up today. Each participating business or organization will receive an 11 by 17 poster, and it'll basically be a testament that we are committed to your safety in this establishment. We will also market and promote that business and organization so the greater community knows that this is a safe place to do business and literally bring back the Burg. It's also important that we deliver the latest and greatest resources as businesses are opening or planning to reopen, which is why we have created an Open for Business guideline book. That guideline book also can be found at bringingbacktheburg.com. You know, we've been doing this work really a long time now, actually mid-March, and one of the very early programs that we rolled out was a corporate catering program. While we thought it was valuable to encourage individuals to support local restaurants, we felt like there was strong volume in engaging our corporate community to place large bulk orders of catering, and we encourage corporate and manufacturing and large employers to continue to do that. We've had some great success already with that program. We've been able to track about 1,400 orders that have gone to local restaurants, and at this point, every single dollar matters, every single order matters, so we encourage employers to really commit to corporate catering. The other thing that we've heard from a survey that we conducted, the number one issue is access to cash, access to revenue, and I'm proud to report that help is on the way. Later next month, we will be rolling out a business recovery fund specifically designed to meet the needs of our local business community. Those are just a few of the things that we've been able to do under the leadership of this business recovery task force. But finally, I really want to speak to why we do this work and why it matters. Ricky from Converse Deli reached out to us very early on and said, as a result of our corporate catering program, over 5 weeks, he received orders from Siemens, Torrey, Johnson Development Associates, and Spartanburg Regional Healthcare System, bringing his small business an extra $6,000 in revenue, allowing him to keep people on staff. Jackie from Kelly Moving reached out to us and said, our personalized phone call connecting them to Community Works, which in turn then connected them to the federal government's Paycheck Protection Program, literally saved their business and saved their employees' jobs. Stories like this don't necessarily make us think about where we are today, but they make us think about where we want our community to be in the future. We have great reason to be positive because of the way we work in Spartanburg. This isn't about our organization. This isn't about one organization. It's about an entire community working together, all people from all parts of the county, from all different races, from all different economic sectors, coming together to bring back the Burg. And so to demonstrate that unity, I've asked Mitch Kennedy, the Assistant City Manager, the City of Spartanburg, to deliver some remarks about how we will do this unified, and we will do it together, and in due time, the Burg will be back.
Thank you, Alan, and good afternoon. It has been noted this is a business recovery task force. However, we don't do anything in Spartanburg alone. We do it together. Philanthropy, healthcare, nonprofit, education, local government, and business. Together, one Spartanburg. And we do it in our own unique way, yet effective way. This effort is yet another example of a collaborative spirit. You will often hear this simple statement throughout our community. She gets it, he gets it, they get it, we get it. It's a simple affirmation of our culture. Our community is positioned to do great things. I'm excited about what's next. We will have a press conference when key milestones are met and major announcements need to be made, while taking the opportunity also to update you and our community on efforts of the task force. We will also intentionally update and highlight the efforts of our community partners as they relate to bringing back the Burg, telling our story about our community and our people. We're already looking forward to historic announcements later this summer. You know, we all had an opportunity, most of us had opportunity to watch The Last Dance, the story of a young boy, a young guard from Eastern North Carolina, and how he lifted a city, how he lifted an organization to another level. The Dream Team. Well, we have our own Dream Team here. However, this is not our last dance. This is the next level for us. But we are led by a guard from Eastern North Carolina. Alan.
I wish I could shake your hand, Mitch. That was good. I appreciate that. As you can tell, we were very bullish. We're very excited about what's to come in Spartanburg. So at this time, we would like to allow some time for questions. We also have here with us today our city manager from the city of Spartanburg. We have our county manager as well, and so they would be happy to take any questions as well if you have any. So with that, we'll open it up for questions of me, Dr. Lombardozzi, or any of the presenters. Okay, well, if there aren't any questions, we will be available for interviews after as well. Again, you all have a white paper, and we sincerely appreciate you all being here. This is the way that we're going to get information out to the people and the businesses that need it most. So we appreciate your time. We appreciate your commitment to covering this as we move forward. Thank you.